to get wild! Let's go, people! Let's go! Let's go!
Very interesting matchup here as one of our biggest fan favorites, the Wild Man, Jimmy Wild, makes his way to the ring.
Let's freaking go, guys!
Speaking of fan favorites, here comes one of our other biggest fan favorites, the Mexican rock star, Vari Morales. I mentioned this being a very interesting matchup. It is not often that two of the most beloved members of our roster meet each other in singles competition, but that is exactly what we've got right now. Look no further than the ovation that you heard for both of these competitors as they made their way to the ring. Ref calls for the bell, and Vari Morales and Jimmy Wild are in singles competition. And as I've already mentioned multiple times before the bell even sounded, these are, without a shadow of a doubt, the two most beloved competitors in wrestling at Southern. Vari Morales and Jimmy Wild. Every single time these individuals make their way to the ring, the fans erupt. And we heard that as both of them came to the ring. We're hearing it right now in the early seconds of this match.
You can't even ride a ride at Six Flags!
And that's definitely gotta be in the minds of both of these individuals. Usually, it lights a fire under you whenever you wrestle and you know that you have the crowd in the palm of your hand. You know that at any moment in this match, the crowd will always have your back. But what does it mean whenever you go against the one other person that has that same quality as you? Collar and elbow tie up center of the ring, side headlock here for Jimmy Wild. What will this do to the psyche of these competitors? And I'm thinking more about Wild here than I am Morales, as Wild less experience than Morales. So I would imagine if there's anybody that could potentially affect, it would be Wild. It doesn't look like anything's affecting anybody so far. Fast transitions there from both men. Leapfrog there from Vari. Hip toss from Jimmy Wild. Ducks the clothesline from Wild. Head scissors, takes down Wild. Trips up the leg, goes for the cover, but Wild out before one. Wild now trips the leg, goes for a cover. Morales out before one. And this is exactly what these fans were expecting here tonight. They were expecting these two individuals to come out and be ready to show out the second that the bell rang. Not only are we looking at two of the most beloved members of the Wrestling at Southern roster, we're looking at two of the most talented high flyers in our roster. As Wild now landing that big right hand. Send Morales into the corner, but Morales goes over. Wild sending him up and over the top rope, but Morales with that enziguri from the outside comes through, but gets caught. Wild with that boot right across the side of the head. Caught Morales right in the temple with that DDT, draping from the middle rope. Wild hooks the outside leg, and just a 2 count.
One more shot! One more shot!
It looks like Wild starting to have a little bit of fun at the expense of Vari Morales, taunting Vari Morales a little bit there.
One more shot!
And I think that this is going to have to do with that question that I asked earlier. Is there any potential of this issue getting in the head of Jimmy Wild? Big short arm clothesline, hooks the outside leg for the cover, barely a 2 count. As Jimmy Wild now, I think we're seeing exactly how he is going to handle this situation. Jimmy Wild, it looks like trying to tell Vari Morales, they can chant for you, they can cheer for you, but I'm the guy around here. And so far, Jimmy Wild doing a great job of proving that he is, in fact, the guy around here. So Morales has yet to make his way back up to his feet. Looks the leg. Just a 2 count, but you're starting to see Vari Morales able to kick out a lot slower. He's moving a lot slower as this match goes on. Jimmy Wild doing a great job of wearing Vari Morales down. Now Morales trying to fire back, trying to find this energy to get back up, trying to will this crowd back into his corner. Lands the right hand. Wild goes up for the drop kick. Looked like Morales tried to get out of the way, but could not just in time. Morales not used to wrestling against a competitor with similar speed and similar agility. But that is exactly what Jimmy Wild brings to the table here.
Kill him! I can't believe it, Walter. One more shot.
And right back to it. Jimmy Wild once again taunting Vari Morales with these one more shot chants. The battle cry of Los Borrachos. Jimmy Wild now sending Morales back in the ring. In himself, hooks the leg for a cover and another 2 count. But once again, you can see Vari Morales looking a little worse for wear in this one. Irish whip into the rope. Morales ducks the clothesline. Morales now got the arm strap for the cover, but just a 2 count. Now Morales with the backslide. Ooh. Nailing Jimmy Wild across the left leg with that kick. Now Jimmy Wild now right back into it with the big neck breaker. Comes over for the cover, hooks the outside leg yet again and another 2 count. But he's forcing Morales to fight for these kickouts. You're seeing Vari Morales having to push Jimmy Wild off seemingly with as much force as possible. And that's doing a great job of wearing down the Mexican rock star. Oh, but Wild. A little more getting in the head of Vari Morales as he looks for the 3 amigos.
I can be if I want to be.
Oh, but Morales counters the 3rd out of the way, sending Wild into the corner now. Goes for the kick, but it looks like Wild caught him up, and now Wild looking to send Morales right into that top corner, and it looks like Morales overshot the turnbuckle pad and landed head first on the steel of the turnbuckle itself. Morales, after eating 10 right hands in the corner from Jimmy Wild, just falling over back into the center of the ring. Wild now perched on the middle rope. Morales slowly gets back to his feet. Oh, but gets caught from Vari. Vari connecting with the power bomb. And I think a lot of questions have been answered. It is Wild who's showing the aggression in this match. It is Wild who has been taking it to Vari Morales this entire contest, but seemingly is letting the fans get in his head a little too much taunting at the expense of Vari Morales. The referee finally halting the count. Both men back to their feet. Big right hand there for Morales. Right hand of his own from Wild, and both these men just trading shots in the center of the ring. That one gets blocked for Morales. Morales now filing back on Jimmy Wild. Wild reverses the Irish whip. Morales able to drop Jimmy Wild with a couple of clotheslines. Big suplex there from Morales. Morales has Wild in his sights. Big elbow shot there into the corner. Irish whip gets reversed once again, but Morales again counters, kicking out the foot of Jimmy Wild. Now Morales is going up top, looking to fly, and flies off with that heel kick from the top rope. Wild might be knocked out. No, Wild kicking out at 2. But Wild still very much, those eyes are closed. Jimmy Wild kicking out on instinct and instinct alone. Morales now looking to pay proper tribute to one of the greatest luchadors of all time, Eddie Guerrero. Let's see if he can get the third amigo. Stalls him up and Falcon Arrow for the last one. Hooks the leg of Wild. Just a 2 count, but that was a great cover for Morales. Not only had the leg hooked, but had his legs planted on the right arm of Jimmy Wild, forcing Wild to use that much more energy to kick out. And the tides in this match have definitely turned as Morales once again heads to the top rope. Morales comes down, looks like he might have been going for the stomp, but Wild out of the way. Wild picks him up with a big blue thunder bomb. Jimmy Wild, could he get the win? No!
One more shot. No more shot. He's done.
Jimmy Wild calling for the end, saying Vari Morales is done. See if he can get him. Morales gets back to his feet, but catches Wild. Looks like he wanted another powerbomb, but couldn't get it. Ducks the line, kick to the midsection. He's got him up for the J-Driller! And Morales floats back over for the cover. This has to be it. Yes, it is. That was a fantastic match from our 2 fan favorites here at Wrestling at Southern. Take nothing away from Jimmy Wild. Throughout, I'd say 75% of this match, Jimmy Wild fought his fight. Morales having to come back from deep waters to win this one. And folks, if you like that, make sure you're subscribed to us right here on YouTube as Vari Morales goes to grab that one more shot. And make sure you're following us at Wrestling at SoBruCo. Keep your eyes open for whenever Wrestling at Southern visits a town near you. Vari Morales doing what he does best, giving the fans exactly what they want.